Hey everyone, it's Mike from Destinations to Travel coming to you live today from the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival 2025. Hope everyone's having a great day so far, and I hope you're ready to take a walk around EPCOT with me to check out some of the offerings at this year's festival. So the festival has been going on for almost a month now. And we have been out here already, but we have not yet done a live stream. So this is our first live stream taking a walk around this year's festival. However, while it's difficult to show off some of the food in a live stream, we do have a video on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/D2Travel, where I did try 10 new menu items from around this year's festival. So you can head over there and check that video out once we're done here today. And if you're watching the replay of this on our YouTube, that video will be linked in the description below. Let's see. Hi, Randy. Hi, Patty. Food. Yes. I once again, as is usually the case for these kinds of videos, I have not eaten lunch today. So I am going to be really, really hungry making my way around to this video. I might try something afterwards. You might see some of that on our socials later on, so keep an eye out for that. And before we get going, I will just show off the festival passport here. So you can see festival began on August 28th and runs through November 22nd. So we got some time to get out here and enjoy the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival. But with that being said, let's start our walk around the park. Randy says, I've already drooled over that food review video. There is a lot of really good food at this year's event. I mean, there's always a lot of good food, but a lot of the new menu items this year are really, really delicious. Hi, Christy. So, and now having tried at least 10 menu items at this year's festival, I'll be able to share some thoughts on quite a few of them as we walk around. And did I say hi, Patty? Hi, Patty. Yes, it is a beautiful day here today. It is, I think we're looking at like 86 degrees right now, but with cloud cover and a little bit of a breeze, it feels a little bit cooler than that, which is nice. I'm getting ready to eat lunch, so I'll be jealous of the food you're going to be talking about. That's fair. If I was just eating, a normal sandwich or something at home, it would not be as exciting as the food and wine options here. But at least you'll have lunch. It's not like you're just going to be sitting there hungry. Spaceship Earth is currently closed right now. I believe that is a brief refurbishment. I'm not sure if we have an opening date for that just yet, a reopening date. We also got a new food and wine, it's hard to call it a food and wine booth because it is the permanent Communicore booth over in the Communicore Plaza, but it is now serving special options for food and wine, so we'll go check that out. Now, right after I talk about the nice weather and the cloud cover, I, of course, am walking in the sun and melting a little bit. Oh, nice. Christy will be here in 2 weeks. It's always exciting, counting down to a Disney vacation. I am going to point out, as I probably will for the next couple of years at least, GO82 on my right here, which you would enter through Project Tomorrow. Looks like the other entrance on the other side of the building is the one that they are directing traffic to right now. But GO82 is the relatively new bar and lounge available here at EPCOT. Highly recommend. It is only for guests 21 and older, so if you're traveling with younger guests, you won't be able to experience it. But if you're looking for a really, really delicious cocktail and just a cool experience and vibe, definitely recommend GO82. It is still a difficult reservation to get, but your Destinations to Travel advisor can help you out with that. And if you're not already working with a Destinations to Travel advisor, get in touch with one by heading to d2travel.com or sending us an email at info@d2travel.com. Start planning your next Disney vacation today at no additional cost to you. It's a no-brainer. They do all of the stressful stuff for you. It's very nice. Coming from someone with experience. Sheila arrives next week. That's awesome. Great time of year to visit with Food and Wine and Not So Scary over at Magic Kingdom. The Encanto show is going on right now, but what I came over here to show you guys festival favorites, which again is at the Communicore Plaza normal food booth here, but has some special offerings for Food and Wine. And we've got a potato pierogi, curry spice fried cheese, frozen s'more, and an Irish milkshake down here, as well as some seasonal draft beers and wines. I have not tried anything there yet because that just opened on Sunday. Oh, look at our timing.
Oh my goodness, thank you guys so much for coming. I'm so glad you could make a deal. A river party. Okay, people on the show.
If you haven't watched that Encanto show yet, I highly recommend doing it on your next visit to EPCOT. It is a lot of fun, especially for younger guests who are obsessed with Encanto. But we are going to start making our way towards World Showcase, and it's kind of hard for me to decide my path right here. I think we're going to head left towards the Odyssey building because that is where I tried a couple of menu offerings. Well, one new one and then one beer flight, which we don't really need to talk about. The beer flight, it's a beer flight. It is a good one if you like IPAs, so I'll give you that. But aside from that, I did have some new wings over here in the Brew Wing Lab in the Odyssey building. Oh, that popcorn smells really good right now. Hi, Steven. Oh, we are going to pass another booth over here that I have not tried yet. Oh, and I actually should. It's a good thing I went this way because there's another booth that I have to talk about that is not yet open. And if you watched that video I was mentioning earlier, I did not realize it was not opening with the beginning of Food and Wine. And it actually doesn't open until this Sunday. We'll talk about that in just a second. We got Flavors of Fire here, or Flavors from Fire, which is always one of my favorites. But they didn't really have anything new this year that I was excited about, so let's take a look at the menu here real quick. They've got the Montreal-style burger slider, which I had last year and was very good. We do have the beef skewer, which does sound really good as well, and then the smoked corned beef, which is always a hit. But just over here on the left, we got Coastal Eats, which is a returning booth. We've had that one before. It just doesn't open until later in the event, September 28th to be specific. And the one that I'm really excited about is Gyozas of the Galaxy. Yeah, and this opens September 28th, which is this Sunday. And they have some unique dumplings, including a French onion soup style dumpling, and a buffalo dumpling, which I'm looking forward to trying both of those. So I will definitely be back and I'll share a look at what Gyozas of the Galaxy has to offer. And on the left here, we've got the fry basket. Pretty self-explanatory. They have fries. They have some really good flavored fries. Also have a fry flight, so you can try 3 different types. Oh, and then I should mention too, Test Track. I don't know that we've been live here. Oh, we did. We were live here actually the day that I got my preview of Test Track 3.0. But it is officially open now. And if you would like to see what the new version of the attraction has in store, we have a full ride video on our YouTube channel. youtube.com/D2Travel. D, the number 2, travel. Oh, Randy wants me to check on the trains in Germany. Remind me when we get over there. Sometimes I forget. And now we are at the Brewing Lab at the Odyssey, which has been one of my favorites the past couple years. This year we have the return of the garlic parm wings, as well as the unnecessarily spicy yet extremely tasty Carolina Reaper pepper curry wings, and the fried pickle spears, which are always hits, as well as the pickle milkshake, which, you know, to each their own. But Korean barbecue wings are new this year, and that is what I tried. They are very, very good. I will also say one of the best deals of any of the menu items around the festival. It was 5 gigantic wings. Also a little bit spicier than I anticipated, but really, really delicious. So I recommend trying those. Let's see here. Any other comments that I missed? Steven asked, what is your favorite area? That's tough. Just go World Showcase in general. It gives you a lot of options. Fries in that beer flight would be yummy. Same goes for the wings in that beer flight. And the Brewing Lab is Muppets themed. So you'll see Beaker and Dr. Bunsen Honeydew pop up on the screen. Oh, Sheila is disappointed they didn't bring back the PB&J wings. Those were good. Those were very good. I will say, I think I like the Korean wings a little bit more. But something else could have been replaced. Although I think everything here is pretty good. Those unnecessarily spicy wings are, as they say, unnecessarily spicy. But they are good. But I was only able to work through 2 of them before they got to be just too much for me. But if you really like, you know, extremely spicy food, then that's a good one. All right, making our way back out. Now we're going to start our walk around World Showcase. There are 2 booths over here that I did try new menu items from. So before we head to the left, make a short detour towards the right. Now right here, you've got the entrances to both the Australia booth and the Mexico booth. And here in Australia, went for a little bit of dessert and tried the mixed berry pavlova. And that was really, really good. And the perfect dessert for a hot day. I'm actually gonna head back this way to see the pictures on the Mexico booth. But a nice light, but still sweet dessert. So if you're here on a hotter day, as you get later in the event, some of these other options become more enticing. But you know, being here in August, it was definitely a little bit too hot for some of them. So a nice light pavlova was really good. And then here in Mexico, they always have a tostada every year. They just change out some of the ingredients. I think this is the best one they've ever done. This is so incredibly good. This is maybe the best thing I ate at the event so far. At least the best savory thing. We'll talk about my favorite otherwise. And if you saw the video, you already know. But I also had the strawberry pomegranate margarita here, which was also very good. I'm not a big margarita fan. That's not my typical, you know, go-to drink. But strawberry and pomegranate are 2 flavors I really enjoy. So that was very good. Also very light and refreshing. Definitely recommend both of those. Hi, Ginny. Ginny just got back. It was amazing, she says. Or awesome, sorry. Don't mean to change your words. Oh, as we pass by the Mexico Pavilion right now, I'll also mention that we recently added a video of the Grand Fiesta Tour, classic attraction here at EPCOT. Oh, we also have the return of this shop here, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. Oh, the mariachi band's going right now. But this shop just reopened for the first time since 2020. We got some Mexico Pavilion merch. Cava del Tequila. And he's got a Mexico Pavilion shirt here. Got the Mickey shirt. Oh, I haven't seen this. This is really cool. The Three Caballeros on there. I think they're on their shirt too. So it's always nice to see some things returning that we haven't had in quite a while. Like I said, that shop has been closed since the parks closed in 2020. Finally just reopened. There are some construction walls in Norway here, and I'm not sure what this is for. Probably just some routine upkeep. There is kind of a long break between festival food booths through the Mexico and Norway pavilions, but then we have the China booth right up ahead. I have not tried anything from this year's booth yet. I actually don't... I might be forgetting something, but I don't know that they had anything new at this booth this year. Which is fine, because in some cases you just want the returning favorites. And I'm just passing by the booth to get to the menu with the pictures. And here we got chicken dumplings, a smoked duck bao bun, and the noodles, the Beijing Jiajiang noodles, which do sound really good. Oh, Stevens is excited for Frozen in Paris. Are you going to Disneyland Paris? I've never been, and it looks like just a beautiful park. And with their Frozen land, which I have seen Arendelle in Hong Kong, and it is beautiful. So absolutely love that. And we got the India booth here. Once again, I believe there was nothing new at this one. Let me see, circle back a little bit here. Yeah, we got samosas and the chicken tikka masala. There are some special offerings at the refreshment outpost, as is always the case. I believe the next booth I tried was not until we get to Spain. So we had a little bit of a walk here, but let's check out the refreshment outposts. They have the berry spiced beef stew. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. The Impossible Spicy Sausage and the South African cream liqueur chocolate mousse. That looks really good. It looks sort of zebra dome adjacent, and I love my zebra domes. Definitely looks like it's a little bit different though, but I'm always up for trying a new dessert. Yes, Randy says, be sure to stay hydrated, right as I was realizing I could use some water right now. But we'll make our way around. I'll be just fine. But yes, if you are out here on a hot day, definitely make sure you stay hydrated. Like I said, it's not too bad today. 10 moose cakes, please. Yeah, that does sound good. Now we got two booths right here. We've got the Alps, which again, I believe has nothing new this year. Oh, actually the Tort might be new. But they have the warm raclette Swiss cheese. And then this Tort with cherry brandy buttercream, fondant, sugared almonds, and cherry compote. That looks really good. So that might be on my list. And then over here, the Germany Pavilion booth. We've got the thing I can't pronounce, the Schinkennudeln, which I've had before, which is really delicious. The bratwurst on pretzel bun, and then the apple strudel. So familiar offerings here as well. But don't worry, Randy, I am remembering right now, we will stop at the trains. Snow White is out, meeting and greeting. And again, Food and Wine does run now through November 22nd, so you got plenty of time to get out to EPCOT. Or if you already have a trip planned and it's before November 22nd, then you'll be here for Food and Wine. And then not far behind that will be the International Festival of the Holidays, which usually is like the last week of November that begins. So probably have like a week between festivals, and then Festival of the Holidays will kick off. Which I know the date is out there, I just don't know it off the top of my head right now. Here's the trains.
You gotta come out the tunnel over here.
One of my favorite details about the trains here, it's hard to see in the video, but these little banners on the lamppost in the little town here do have the Food and Wine art on there. So they'll match whatever festival is going on at EPCOT at the time. Here comes one of the trains. Once again, Disney, strap a GoPro to those trains, live stream all day long. We will all watch it. Next booth is the Italy booth. Nope, I missed one. I'm going to circle back a little bit because I was too focused on the trains. Oh, no. I passed Spain, and we have to circle back for Spain because it's one of the booths I tried. And I'm actually going to go back for the photos of this one because it's worth it for this one particular item that I tried. And I'll explain why in a second. But so we get the Spain booth here. We got this trio of cheese breads. You got the paella, and then the Basque cheesecake which you look at that picture right there, that picture perfect that is exactly what I got when I ordered it. And it's cheesecake with an orange sauce on it, which I thought sounded a little bit weird, but I was like, I'll try something a little bit different. Really good. The cheesecake itself, not sweet. It is almost, it's not savory. I guess it is. I guess it's technically savory if it's not sweet at all, really, but not what you would expect from cheesecake. With the orange sauce, though, the orange sauce is very sweet and delicious, and the combination was perfect. The only knock on it that I had was that it was August 28th. It was August in Florida. It was very hot. Cheesecake was not the ideal thing to be eating, but it was otherwise very, very delicious. So if you're somebody who wants a dessert that's not super sweet, that is the one to go for. The Italy booth here, I typically don't try many of the things from the Italy booth, and I haven't tried anything yet this year. This does look really good, though. The Napoli street food. Pizza dough, pepperoni, mozzarella, and tomato sauce. I mean, you can't go wrong there. And then you've got tortellini alla vodka, which I do love that. And then a chocolate spuma. So, I mean, items there do look really good this year. So maybe I will be trying those.
I like Scotland the best.
And we're passing by the Italy Pavilion. And then up in the American Adventure, you got the America Gardens Theater. And I want to talk about two things here. One, you got the Eat to the Beat concert series, which we'll see some of the lineup as we get up there. But we also just recently got the announcement for the Candlelight Processional Celebrity Narrators, and Brie Larson is one of them this year, which is an awesome get. That is, I don't typically come for the Candlelight Processional, but that's a tempting one to come out for. We also had some other new additions who are escaping me right now. I'm sure I'll come up with them randomly as we go. Henry Winkler, that was one. Jennifer Garner was another one. She's doing the Candlelight Processional. Here we go. Here's the America Gardens Theater. You can see the signs for the Eat to the Beat concert series. Randy says, absolutely would watch a live stream of the trains. Yeah, been waiting for Disney to do that forever. Doesn't even have to be a live stream. Just let it record video for like a couple hours. Just put that on in the background. Here is the Eat to the Beat concert series. They only have the lineup out for September. Let's see some of the names on here. I know KT Tunstall was a new one for this year. You got Starship on there. They're usually here. Ben Rector was another new addition this year. None of the other names stand out. I know there's some other ones later in the event as well that were interesting names. I believe Newfound Glory was a last-minute addition to the lineup. And that's a popular one amongst my fellow millennials out there. Now coming up to Flavors of America, the American Adventure Pavilion booth, where I did try another new menu offering. Flavors of America right here. Gulf Coast style seafood roll. And then the New England slider, which is what I tried. It's a slow braised beef pot roast with spicy jardiniera, horseradish cream, and crispy fried onions. Really, really delicious. And then they have the freshly baked chocolate pudding cake. That slider was probably the most filling thing. I mean, I guess the wings could be as well. They're, like I said, gigantic wings. But if you're like really hungry and you actually want something that's going to hold you over for a while, that slider is the way to go. And it was really, really delicious. Had a little bit of spice. Obviously the horseradish cream and then the spicy jardiniera. Here's the rest of the concert lineup. So some of the other new additions, like I said, Newfound Glory is on there. The Wanted 2.0. Jordan Sparks, that was another big one. Bowling for Soup and the Beach Boys. Some exciting ones. And you also got Smash Mouth returning, Hoobastank returning, Hanson returning, The Fray returning, Baha Men returning. So definitely some fun names on there. There's a special food and wine funnel cake, as there always is. This is the Huckleberry funnel cake, which looks really good, and I should not have walked that close to the funnel cake booth because it smells amazing, and that's all I want now. By the way, there are so many delicious menu offerings for these festivals, food and wine especially. So if you're coming out and you know there's going to be a lot of things you want to try, a couple of tips I would share. One, make a list. Have an idea of, you know, the things you want to try and check them off as you go. Because otherwise it's very easy to just, you stop at the first 3 booths and then you're very full. If you saw that video where I tried 10 menu items, by the end of that I was struggling. So that's my first tip, is make a list, know exactly what you want to try. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, exactly, but make a list of some of the things you're interested in, and then that way you know that there are other things out there that you might want to try more than the first things you see. And you can check out the foodie guide on the Disney Parks blog. If you just Google EPCOT Food and Wine Foodie Guide, you'll find it. Just make sure you're looking at the correct year. We're going to stop at the Japan booth here real quick. They have a teriyaki chicken bun, which is really good. Crispy fried pollock with spicy mayonnaise. And then this one is on my list. I do need to come out here and try the beef Wagyu Dan. I mean, anything with Wagyu, I'm in. So I'll be back for that one. And then the other tip, to go back to what I was talking about, the other tip I would share is a Disney gift card. If you want to budget what you are going to be trying throughout the festival, because again, there's so much, it could add up pretty quickly. Get yourself a Disney gift card of whatever amount you want to budget for the festival, and just use that as you go, and that way you know exactly how much you have left in your budget. Well, we got the grease booth. Actually, I'm just going to move out of the way here because I'm blocking everybody's path. We're just going to come around to the other menu here. We got the grease booth, which I believe doesn't have any new offerings this year. I haven't tried anything this year, so can't speak to anything on this menu. Unless there was something I tried in the past, which is very possible. Let's come to this side here. Yeah, I have. A few things. The spanakopita was very good. The grilled cheese was very good. And the lamb gyro, also delicious. So, and they have a wine flight here as well. The griddled cheese in particular was one that, and actually the gyro, that was very delicious. We had that a couple years ago. So both of those are delicious. And again, if you're looking for something more substantial, that gyro will hold you over for a while. This is my problem with these EPCOT festivals, is there's always so many new offerings that I never get a chance to try a lot of the restaurants. So I've never been to Spice Road Table, which I've heard a lot of great things about. Le Cellier over in Canada is another one. Never gotten to try it. Monsieur Paul's up here in France. There's just so many other things that are brand new all the time that I just never get around to the actual restaurants. Now I have tried quite a few of them. Oh, Beer Garden in Germany is another one that's high on my list. But there's a bunch here that I have not tried. Now, next is the Belgium booth, which they hide the menu or with the pictures all the way back there, which is an interesting choice. But we got beer braised beef and then Belgian waffles with either chocolate ganache or fruit compote. Which, you know, I guess you don't really need the pictures for those. It's pretty self-explanatory. All delicious. That braised beef especially, always very good. We've got Belle in her provincial outfit out here. a pretty long line to Meat Bell right now. And then on the left, we have another booth. It's the Brazil booth, which always has a fan favorite, the cheese bread, the Brazilian cheese bread here. Ooh. Black beans with pork belly and Brazil nut pesto, featuring Uncle Ben's original long grain white rice. Yeah. Oh, Natalie says both waffles are yummy. I believe I've had both. I definitely had the chocolate one because you put chocolate on anything, I'm going to order it. But yeah, I think I did the fruit one at some point too. And yes, I can confirm those are delicious. Monsieur Paul, of the restaurants I mentioned, Monsieur Paul is the only one Randy has not been to. Yeah, Le Cellier, I keep being told I need to get there. And then Beer Garden was one that we had a reservation for a while ago and had to cancel it. So that's been high on my list as well. I'm going to catch up on a couple other comments here. I know I missed something. Great idea, the gift card option, Randy said, which, yes, that is a nice budgeting tip. And 3 or 4, maybe 5 is plenty for an average day at Food and Wine. Yes, it is. And again, I did 10, which was too much. But France was another booth that I tried because like I said in that video, I consider myself to be an adventurous eater, but I had never tried escargot before, and I figured this was a good time to try it, get a smaller serving, and it's at EPCOT, so you know it's going to be good. And this was actually baked into croissant dough with a garlic parsley dip. Let me see. You see the picture over here. And again, it looked just like the picture. Like picture perfect. And it was good. I will say that. It kind of just tasted like, if you're somebody who's, escargot, the idea of escargot is not something you want to try, I get it. But it's not what you would expect. At least this version of it was not what you would expect, I think. It was basically a really delicious garlic bread. Very dense garlic bread. But again, it was another one of those things that it was just a little too hot. I didn't really want a heavy garlic bread in 95-degree heat. Yeah, more praise for Le Cellier. Yeah, I will get there. Now, I will say, I'm willing to bet that there is a better steak you can get in EPCOT than Le Cellier, because while I have not been to Le Cellier, I have been to Takumite, and they have an A5 Wagyu on that menu that, yes, is pricey, and it is small, but it was the single best bite of food I've ever had in my life. Takumite can be found over in the Japan Pavilion. They have changed the menu since I ate there, so it is now part of a prefix option. And again, it is a little bit pricey, but it's a really beautiful restaurant, really, really cool experience. And all the food was delicious. I had a really, really good smoked whiskey sour as well. Very good. But that A5 Wagyu was next level, just unbelievable. We have a little bit of a hike here again before we get to another food booth. We come through the UK Pavilion. Randy says I saw they were adding more festival brown tables, aka trash cans. I will say, since that became sort of the norm and everybody recognized, oh, you eat your Food and Wine food on trash cans, Disney has done a really good job of providing tables and benches and things like that. It's pretty rare that you'll be in a situation, unless it's a really busy day, it's pretty rare that you'll be in a situation where you have to use a trash can anymore. Really busy day, like, for example, the first day of the Food and Wine Festival. which was the day that I was here in that video. So. And you're not seeing, of course, you know, we talk about this now, but there's no food booths over here right now, so you're not seeing any tables or anything like that. And actually, as we're walking here with no other food and wine offerings, good time to mention Disney just dropped a really big sale, not for Walt Disney World, but for Disney Cruise Line. And I believe as of right now, you have like a couple of days left, but there are select sailings throughout the rest of the year that are 40% off. That includes sailings on the Disney Wish, the Disney Fantasy. I think those are the only two I know off the top of my head for sure. But, and there's Halloween on the High Seas and Very Maritime cruises. So definitely, if you're interested in a Disney cruise, it's a good time to book one. And again, you only have a few more days now, but get in touch with the Destination to Travel advisor and ask them. It's worth just reaching out to ask. It costs you nothing to ask about it. It also would cost you nothing if you wanted them to book for you, but 40% off on a cruise fare that's a really good deal. So I did stop here because I wanted to point out this is the entrance to Le Cellier. You just follow that path back there to that restaurant we've been talking so much about. Yeah, as Randy says, 40% is huge for DCL. That is big savings. So again, head over to d2travel.com or get in touch with the Destination to Travel advisor, or you can send us an email at info@d2travel.com. That's D, the number 2, travel.com. Again, it costs you nothing to just ask, just look into it. And again, if they do book your cruise for you, it costs nothing extra. So you'll obviously pay for the cruise fare, but you don't pay your Destination Travel advisor anything. Here is the Canada booth, where you got the two favorites here, cheddar and bacon soup, served with a pretzel roll, and then the filet mignon. Of course, delicious, but ones that I very rarely get because it's just usually so hot out. But like I was saying with the tables and everything, you see all these tables lined up, and there are benches out here as well. So plenty of tables available. Now I should mention, if you're watching the replay of this live stream on our YouTube channel, or just watching the replay on Facebook, you know, a few days later, unfortunately, that Disney Cruise Line sale will not be available anymore. However, they do have deals on discounted rates for your third and fourth guests. You can save 50% on your third and fourth guests. So, you know, still like 25% savings overall. So again, worth getting in touch with the Destination to Travel advisor, even if you're just curious, if you just want to sort of price one out and get an idea. Two more booths here before we circle back just a little bit. We got Shimmering Sips. And then up ahead is the Hawaii booth. Both of these are returning favorites. And here at Shimmering Sips, you can get the champagne trifle, as well as 3 different mimosas and a mimosa flight. That trifle is on my list of things to try because that does look very good. And then Hawaii has your returning favorites like the pork slider. Let's see, we should have the pictures here. Yeah, the slow roasted pork slider, the Hawaiian rice bowl, and the pineapple cheesecake. And oh man, it smells really good over here. Yeah, as Patty says, I love the filet in Canada. It's a fan favorite. That is here every year and one of the most popular offerings. Shimmering Sips wins the prize of prettiest booth. I didn't realize how shiny that was. I don't know if I walked past it last time. There are a couple more menu items that I tried in that video. And they are in 2 of the booths going this way here. Actually, there's 3 more that I tried. There are 4 booths going this way. There's at least 3, might be 4. But our first one is Forest and Field. And here I tried the... Where are my photos? On the other side. Thought they had them on both sides. So here you got the autumn chili, the pumpkin mascarpone ravioli, and the chachata sandwich. Really good. I had the sandwich. Very, very delicious. I've also had the ravioli in previous years, and that was also very good. Love a good pumpkin ravioli. And actually, I did the autumn chili last year too, and that was also very good. But the sandwich, that was like the 9th thing I ate, so it was a little bit tough. But still really delicious. I could absolutely appreciate that for what it was. Next booth here is Milled and Mulled. And here I skipped past all of the actual food and went to the apple, cinnamon, and caramel mini churros sundae. Now, that, I mean, take all of those words and yes, it adds up to exactly what you want it to be. That was the 10th final thing I ate. Didn't matter. Like the sandwich I had a hard time getting through. That sundae didn't stand a chance. That was everything you want it to be. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking. It's ice cream, or actually gelato, churros, caramel, apple. It was perfect. So if you're looking for and it was a good size too. So if you're looking for a big dessert, if you have sweet tooth like I do, that is the one I would recommend this year. And finally, Bramblewood Bites. I did not try any of the food here. I did, however, try the 81 Bay Brewing Company Nitro Bananas Foster Cream Ale, because that sounds like if I was to design a beer, that is probably what I would design. It was the only thing of the 10 that I did not like. So again, if you saw the video, you know what I'm talking about, but it was a it had that, instead of like a natural banana flavoring, it was very artificial. If you like banana candy, banana flavored candy, you know, banana Laffy Taffy, that sort of thing, you'll love it. That's what it tasted like. Wasn't for me. But that's it. We have made it all the way around World Showcase. We are back out to, well, I guess technically World Celebration Gardens. We're going to head through Communicore and wrap up with a nice look at Spaceship Earth. We still got a little bit of a walk here, though, so if you have any other questions, let me know. Let me catch up on some comments here. I need to try the pineapple cheesecake. Christy says, yeah, that does sound really good and looked really good, too. One of those very Instagrammable desserts. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Bye, Patty. Sorry, I probably missed that. You're probably gone already. But, you know, if you see the replay, bye. But like I said, that's going to wrap up our trip around the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival. We might be back. Like I said, the Gyozas of the Galaxy booth opens this Sunday. So I don't know that we'll be back for another live stream. But again, the festival does go until November 22nd, so we got plenty of time to experience the festival. So whether it's a live stream or, you know, another video that you might see over on our YouTube channel, I'm sure we'll be back for something. I gotta share a look at those dumplings over at Gyozas of the Galaxy. So keep an eye on our socials to see things like that as well. Obviously, if you're watching this live on Facebook, if you haven't already done so, be sure to like and follow us here. We also have tons of additional content over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/D2Travel, the number 2 travel. We've got room tours, we've got fun vlogs and ride videos and all sorts of stuff over there. So head over there and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also on our Instagram, at Destinations2TVL, the number 2 TVL. You'll see a lot of this content over there as well. Same goes for our TikTok actually as well. Same handle, Destinations2TVL over on TikTok. So give us a follow over there. Sheila says, great tour, gave me a good preview of the offerings. You're welcome, Sheila. I'm excited for you. It's always fun counting down to a Disney vacation, and then when you get throw in like food and wine, not so scary, all sorts of other fun things, it's just that much more exciting. So enjoy your vacation. Randy says, now I'll go eat my lunch. Yeah, I will too, I think. I think we're gonna have to try something here today. But that's gonna do it for us today. Thanks again, everyone. Oh, I will mention too, if you haven't been following along, we've been doing our Walt Disney World Resort Hotel Spotlight series. We just toured Wilderness Lodge this past Saturday, so you can check out the replay of that on our YouTube channel. And our next one, next weekend, not this upcoming weekend, so you got like 10, 11 days from now, we'll be out at Disney's Contemporary Resort. So if you want to see that one, we'll be live streaming it right here, and then you can catch the replay on our YouTube as well. One more time, youtube.com/D2travel. And if you want to start planning your next Disney vacation, head over to d2travel.com or send us an email at info@d2travel.com to get in touch with a Destination to Travel advisor and let them handle all the stressful parts of planning your Disney vacation at no additional cost to you. That is going to do it for us today. So thanks again, everyone, and I will see you all real soon. Bye.